Doddering.
Jim McShane from out of Dover, and Mary Riley Potter from Portsmouth High School. Well, here we go. As we say, the winner to move on into our quarterfinals. But while we're in the second round, we still play the game as we have all the way through this season. 4 rounds. First round, 10-point toss-up, then a bonus in the 60-second round we'll get to. But right now, Central and Winnacunnet, good luck. And here's your first 10-pointer. When you rub your hands together, heat is produced by what means? Amrit of Central.
Friction.
Friction is correct for 10 points. Now what we would like you to do is spell inquisitor. Greg of Central.
I-N-Q-U-I-S-I-T-O-R.
That is correct for another 10 points for the little green. What fraction of votes is needed to convict the United States president on impeachment charges? Greg of Central.
2/3.
2/3 is right for another 10 points for Central. In music, what symbol is used to show that the second line represents the first G above middle C? We have Stephen of Winnacunnet.
The treble clef.
That is correct. The treble clef is correct, putting the Warriors onto the scoreboard. Hieroglyphic writing is found only in which ancient civilization, Greg of Central?
Egyptian.
Egypt is correct. A nitrogen molecule contains what kind of covalent bond? John of Central.
Double. Covalent.
Winnacunnet. Jeremy.
Polar.
You're looking for a triple. 10 points. What did Russians first buy from the United States in 1964? Amrit of Central. You can repeat it for Winnacunnet. What did Russians first buy from the United States in 1964 to keep from going hungry? Catherine.
Wheat.
Wheat is correct for 10 points. What American author described his heroes as having guts, that is, showing grace under pressure? John of Central.
Ernest Hemingway.
Hemingway is absolutely correct. What rational number is represented by 0.0625? Stephen of Winnacunnet.
1/16.
That is correct for another 10 points for Winnacunnet. Topologists have postulated that no more than how many colors are needed to color any map in a plane such that no 2 adjacent countries would have the same color. Jeremy of Winnacunnet.
5.
Central. Greg.
7.
It's the other way. It is 4. Here we go for 10 points. An instrument used for measuring the speed of a motor is called what? Kevin of Central.
A radar gun.
Winnacunnet. Catherine.
A speedometer.
It is a tachometer. Yeah, easy for me to say the first time, but not twice. Here we go for 10 points. As a last name, it's shared by longtime musical artists Brian and Nancy. As a first and only name, it belonged to a certain volleyball brand. What was the name? Greg of Central.
Wilson.
Wilson is right. Brian Wilson, Nancy Wilson, and volleyball Wilson. Here we go for 10 points. There is only one integer that can be added to itself and multiplied by itself to give the same. Greg of a Central.
2.
What number is it to give the same result? What number is it? 2 is correct. Gastronomy is the art of foretelling the future, enjoying fine food, or cave painting. Greg of Central.
Enjoying fine food.
Absolutely, for your 10 points. Now for your next 10 pointers, still in round number 1. Who commanded the militia that broke up the Whiskey Rebellion on the frontier of western Pennsylvania in 1794? Catherine of Winnacunnet.
George Washington.
Manchester Central. It was Light Horse Harry Lee. For 10 points, South Carolina borders the Atlantic Ocean and 2 other states. Name either one of them. Amrit of Central.
North Carolina.
Or Georgia. The other one, that is correct. Now what we want you to do is name this 16th century style of art which flouted the traditional rules of classical and Renaissance art. It was characterized by vivid and unnatural colors and elongated. Jeremy of Winnacunnet.
Imagism.
I can repeat it for Central. Name the 16th century style of art which flouted the traditional rules of classical and Renaissance art. It was characterized by vivid and unnatural colors and elongated and exaggerated figures. Amrit?
Baroque.
It was mannerism was the term we're looking for. Very quickly now, Biscayne Bay is off the coast of which state? Greg of Central.
Maryland.
Winnacunnet. Catherine
Florida.
is right for 10 points. Your next 10-pointer, with about a minute or so to go in our opening round. Who was the husband of the author who wrote Frankenstein? Kevin of Central.
Lord Shelley.
Winnacunnet. Specifically, we were looking for Percy Bysshe Shelley. Needed the full name. Here we go for 10 points. Compute and reduce the answer to its lowest terms. We want you to compute, reduce the answer to its lowest terms. 9/10 plus 4/5. Reduce the answer to its lowest terms. Greg of Central.
17/10.
Winnacunnet. Stephen.
1 7/10.
Specifically 17/10 reduced to as lowest as 1 7/10. That's correct. Your next 10-pointer. Microsoft's new .NET technology may revolutionize the internet, but Microsoft may not completely dominate the market. Name either one of its two most likely competitors. Stephen of Winnacunnet.
AOL.
Central. Kevin?
Netscape.
Either one would be IBM or Sun Microsystems. Here's your next 10-point toss-up. Nope, we're going to let it go right there. There's the sound ending our round. Another high-scoring round. Well played. Central getting the early lead by a score of 90-50. Before we get into that bonus round, we are going to call on Tim Estilos, as we have throughout the season. He met up with the various teams playing in our series this year. He did so recently with Manchester Central. Let's see what they had to say.
Now, it was 2 years ago when Central High School was in Granite State Challenge, and they did pretty well that time. They're trying to repeat that success this time around. Greg's the team captain. What's your strategy?
Well, we figured out our team members' strengths by the rounds of Trivial Pursuit cards we did after school. So if a question comes up in a certain category, we're going to try to defer to that member. For example, Amrit is an expert in geography and history. John's really good in music and grammar. Kevin's sort of our pop culture expert, and I'm good in things like sports, math, and science. So we're going to try to tend to let the person go first, and if they can't get it, then the rest of the team will try to jump in.
Now, John is kind of the athlete, or one of the athletes in the group. You know, do you bring a competitive edge to this game?
I guess so, yeah.
Well, how confident are you feeling?
I'm very confident right now, yeah. We're a really good team. We work together well. And like you said, our strengths complement each other, so that will help us out in the match.
Amrit, what do you think is the team's greatest challenge as you play this game?
The greatest challenge, as I see, is the English part of the literature. We are very not so good at it. That's probably it.
What do you enjoy most about being part of this team?
I enjoy the companionship, the competitive edge, and the knowledge all you can get.
Now, it seems that you guys get along very well as friends outside of the classroom. You know, does that help you as a team?
I think we have a good rapport with each other, and that brings the bond of the team a lot closer.
Go on.
So, you can go.
All right. Well, thank you for taking control here. You know, if beyond just winning the game, everybody wants to win, but what do you hope to get out of the game besides that?
I think just playing the game, we're going to learn a lot of stuff that we didn't know before. Hopefully not too much, because I'm hoping that we'll answer most of the questions. But I think I'm going to learn a lot and learn a lot about the game.
Okay, well, this team seems confident, ready, and raring to go. Let's get back to the game. This is your team from Central.
And nice to have the team from Manchester Central along with us. They had a nice game with a win over Pinkerton in their first round. They lead here after the first round of our second game, and hoping to hold on to this lead over Winnacunnet. We're going to find out if they do here in this bonus round. We still have 10-point toss-up questions. The team that gets the toss-up right has a chance at those extra bonus points. Good luck, Central and Winnacunnet, for 10 points. Who was Karl Barth? He was a noted Protestant theologian. For 10 points, identify the nationality of the New World explorer Ponce de Leon. John of Central.
Spanish.
Spanish is correct for 10 points. So we'll go over to Central. And again, Greg, you're the team captain. You can talk to everybody and speak for them. Choose from super, math, or the presidency. Super, math, or the presidency.
We'll take
Super.
Let's go with super. And again, Greg, you talk to everybody. I take your answer. From the description, give me the phrases that contain the word super. Metal that allows electricity to flow with almost no resistance at near absolute zero.
Superconductor.
That's correct. The Bell X-1 became the first such plane in 1947.
Supersonic.
Correct. The first was played on January 15th, 1967.
Super Bowl.
15 out of 15 on the bonus. Well done, and here's your next 10-point toss-up. Correct the grammatical mistake in the following sentence. The purpose of all those transactions and the ripples which they caused were to make things better for the common man. Stephen, Winnacunnet.
Were.
Judges, is that enough?
Well, were instead of was. Since purpose
That
was
is correct. Change were to was. You got your answer correct. Put 10 points. So let's go over to Winnacunnet. We'll offer them math, the presidency, or chemistry. Allison, you talk it over and let me know what you like. Chemistry, the presidency, or math?
Can we take math?
You sure can, and here we go for the 5 points apiece. You might want to write some of these down and then give the answer to Allison as quickly as possible. For 5 points each, solve for each unknown. 7n minus 9 equals 3n plus 7. We'll just give you a little bit to work on it. 7n minus 9 equals 3n plus 7, and the answer is?
4.
Correct. 3 equals y plus 8y. 3 equals y plus 8y, and the answer is?
1/3.
Correct. 8m equals 2m plus 30. 8m equals 2m plus 30, and the answer is?
5.
15 out of 15 on the bonus. Well done, and here we go for your next 10-point toss-up. 3 of the 5 Western European countries that remained neutral during the Second World War have names beginning with what letter? Stephen of Winnacunnet.
S.
S is correct for another 10 points for the Warriors. Let's go back over. Offer them the presidency, chemistry, or state capitals.
State capitals.
Let's go with state capitals. Some of our state capitals bear the names of famous Americans. I will describe the 3 people. You give me the capital cities and states. The military hero of the Battle of New Orleans.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Correct. A president, one of the authors of the Federalist Papers.
Madison, Wisconsin.
That is correct. The subject of Walt Whitman's "O Captain, My Captain." Allison?
Columbus, Ohio.
It was Lincoln, Nebraska. 10 out of 15 on the bonus. Here's your next 10-point toss-up. The main issue of the 1844 presidential election was manifest destiny. The question whether 2 states should join the Union. Oregon was one of those states. What was the other, Allison of Winnacunnet?
California.
Central. Greg?
Kansas.
It was Texas. Finish the title of the following folk song. Blow the Man, Jeremy of Winnacunnet.
Down.
Down is right for 10 points. So we'll go back over to Winnacunnet with about a minute to go in our round. We have the presidency, chemistry, or hodgepodge.
Hodgepodge.
Let's go with hodgepodge. For 5 points each, identify the oldest known mechanical computing aid and the country in which it was used as early as the 6th century B.C.
The abacus in China.
You got them both? And spell abacus.
A-B-A-C-U-S.
You got it again. 15 out of 15 on the bonus. Here's your 10-point toss-up. The bones that make up... You'll never know, will you? There's the sound ending our round. Well, we told you the bonus round is an important one. Winnacunnet took advantage to come from behind and take a 5-point lead halfway through our game by a score of 120 to 115. Before we get into our 60-second round, we'll take timeout number 2. Ask Tim to come back in, this time to talk with the Warriors from Winnacunnet.
It's been 2 years since Winnacunnet High School sent a team to the Granite State Challenge, but this group is trying to improve on that team's record. Allison is the team captain. What have you guys been doing to get ready for this game?
We've been practicing a lot.
What kind of practicing? Tell us about that.
Well, we practice playing Trivial Pursuit. We watch old videos of Granite State Challenge, and we read like reference books and stuff like that and quiz each other from the books. We've been practicing like every day, probably.
That sounds like a good idea. You know, and now everybody in this group seems to get along pretty well. You know, as a group of friends like that, does that help you in terms of working with each other?
Yeah, it does. I think we've all known each other basically for all of high school, so we all kind of get along pretty well and know each other.
What do you think is the team's strongest asset? What subjects do you excel in?
I think we have a pretty good, like everyone's pretty good in everything, so we have a good rounding of subjects.
So what subjects is your favorite?
More history, anything but math, basically.
Okay. You know, down here in the front, how confident are you coming into this round?
About as confident as I don't know you can be. I'm kind of wishy-washy on that.
Yeah, well, don't, a little wishy-washy isn't a bad thing. Well, how about the reaction time? You know, have you been practicing with the buzzer and working at that as well?
Yeah, I can slap the mean table there pretty hard, over and over.
So you just hopefully you won't yank it right out of the wall, that kind of thing.
Help.
You know, beyond just trying to win the game, you know, is there any one thing that you hope to get from this experience?
Well, I hope just that we can, you know, go out there and show that we are a good team and show that Winnacunnet has a good curriculum and that we're just a good group of kids who are trying our best to have fun and hopefully maybe win some games.
Yeah. What do you enjoy most about this game?
I just enjoy, you know, everything. I enjoy the people. I enjoy it's actually fun to practice and quiz each other on stuff like the cards or whatever, and just the people it's just amazing. I enjoy it.
Okay, well, as I said, this team seems to be ready to play, so this is your team from Winnacunnet.
And hello to the Warriors and everybody in the Hampton area. Their team won their first game, actually having a good fourth round to to post a win over Goffstown. They had a good second round to come from behind and take a 5-point lead halfway through our game over Manchester Central. Now we come to our 62nd round. We'll be asking each of the teams 10 questions in 1 minute. We will give them 10 points for every correct answer and a bonus of 10 if they get them all right in under a minute. So the team trailing does choose first, so we'll go to Central and offer them creatures, numbers game, or legal terms. Creatures, numbers game, or legal terms.
Numbers game.
Let's go with numbers game. And again, Greg, you can talk to everybody, but I take your answer for the team. What number is associated with each of the following words? Start the clock. Unicycle.
1.
Correct. Deuteronomy.
2.
Correct. According to the ancient Roman year, the month of November.
9.
Correct. Quarantine.
4.
It is 40. Pleiades.
Pass.
Myriad.
Many.
We're looking for a number, and it was 10,000. Pentecost.
5.
50. Fortnight.
14.
Correct. Chiliad.
Pass.
Dodecahedron.
12.
Correct. And judges? They got 5 out of 10 on their playing the round of the numbers game. So we're going to give them 50 points, then go on over to Winnacunnet and offer them creatures or legal terms.
Creatures?
Let's go with creatures. Allison, you talk to everybody. I take your answer for the team answer. These are all about creatures. Start the clock. Name the first animal found at the beginning of an encyclopedia.
Aardvark?
Correct. It's noted for its quick color changes.
Chameleon?
Correct. It attaches itself to the hulls of ships.
Barnacle?
Correct. A beast of burden in Peru is?
Llama?
Correct. It's kept as a house pet to kill cobras.
Mongoose?
Correct. The adult of what creature has from 15 to 173 pairs of legs?
Centipede?
Correct. This bird sings its name at dusk.
A whippoorwill?
Correct. It's named after the Australian island where it's found.
Tasmanian devil?
Correct. What creature is noted for its eerie howl at night that resembles laughter?
Hyena?
Correct. From what shell can cameos be made? Team to 1. Conch is what we were looking for. I know that they got 9 out of 10 on their 62nd round. Very well done. We're going to put 90 points onto the board. That'll open up that lead a little bit for Winnacunnet as we get ready to head into our 4th and final round. But we have a lot of 10-point toss-ups the rest of the way. Good luck, Winnacunnet. and Manchester Central. The bones that make up human fingers and toes are called, Jeremy of Winnacunnet?
Phalanges.
Correct for your 10 points. Again, let me identify school and name. Here we go. What does exonerate mean? Amrit of Central.
To free from guilt.
Yes, to clear from accusation or blame. That is correct. In which 2 centuries did Sir Walter Scott live? Greg of Central.
16th and 17th.
Winnacunnet. Catherine.
17th and 18th?
Keep going. We're at the 18th and the 19th. Here we go. You may use paper and pen here. The length of a rectangle is 3 meters, more than twice the width. Find the length and width if the area is 90 square meters. The length of a rectangle is 3 meters, more than twice the width. Find the length and width if the area is 90 square meters. Greg of Central.
The width is 14 and the length is 31.
Winnacunnet. The length is 15 meters. The width is 6 meters. For 10 points, after serving 2 months of his sentence, a Hong Kong businessman convicted of smuggling what banned books into mainland China was released from prison? Amrit of Central.
Bible.
Bibles is correct for your 10 points. In what direction does the Milky Way galaxy spin? Greg of Central.
Counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise is correct. Of the 4 Republican presidential candidates to lose to FDR, who won the most electoral votes? John of Central.
Hoover.
Winnacunnet. Catherine?
Dewey?
Yes, Thomas Dewey is correct. Galvanizing iron or steel prevents it from doing what? Greg of Central.
Rusting.
Rusting is correct. In which mountain range will you find... sorry, I'm going to start again. In which mountain range will you find the Cumberland Gap? Jeremy of Winnacunnet.
Appalachian Mountains.
Appalachians is correct for 10 points. Recent Minnesota court rulings have shelved Major League Baseball's plans to do what for at least another year? Greg of Central.
Contract teams.
Contract teams is correct. We have about a minute to go in our game. Finnish-born Maritai Surunen made history in Japan when he took his seat in the legislature as an opposition lawmaker. He becomes the first Caucasian ever to be seated in what legislative body? Amrit of Central.
The Diet.
The Diet is correct. NBC completed a deal to bring back which series for a 9th season? Stephen of Winnacunnet.
Friends.
Friends is correct. On a direct flight between the cities of Bombay, India, and Muscat, Oman, one would pass over what specific body of water? Amrit of the Central.
The Arabian Sea.
The Arabian Sea is correct. For your next 10 points, though it bounds many states, the Mississippi River flows through only 2. Name either. Stephen of Winnacunnet.
Minnesota.
Or Louisiana is correct. Whose kidnapping was called the crime of the century? Catherine, never mind, there's the sound ending our game. It will be Winnacunnet moving on to the second round. Another high-scoring, well-played second-round game tonight. They'll move on to the third round, our quarterfinal, with a great win tonight, 260 to 235 over Manchester Central. So we thank the Little Green. Hope it was fun. They won their first game. Good experience and a good game tonight for Winnacunnet. It's 2 in a row, and you move on into the quarterfinals. Now, we're going to do this all over again next week, whether you like it or not. We know you like it, and be here to join us as Messinic takes on Raymond High School. That's our game in 1 week. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.